Hey guys, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Guys, if you have not done so already, please make sure you subscribe to Cal Culture Radio. Remember, we go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. And also click that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because you never know when we may go live. So guys, how y'all going, man? How y'all feeling?
Chilling. Maintaining.
Oh, good over here. Oh, good over here. Can't wait. I'm prepared.
Sipping on that creatine.
So, and now that today is the first day of Black History Month for the people that celebrate Black History Month. So, but it's going to be a great show today. Great show. We're going to have fun.
Celebration. Said, what's good, Dr. No Job? Hey, that's my man's right there, Dr. No Job, in the chat. That's my brother from another mother. He's a solid dude. Money Gods to the Universe, Forex master. We got to have him on the show. He teaches Forex.
Oh, okay. Welcome on the show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. So,
I don't see you on Instagram.
It's on. I seen it. He's on. I seen it from mine.
I'm on the computer. Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
But it's showing the yeah. It works.
It works. You want to know what happened? I gotta put it for us to show this. I had to put it as a phone, but if I put it as a phone, it's not gonna look good on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Now, now I see it. Okay, go. Perfect. Go ahead. Do your thing.
All right. So we play hip hop here, and we play indie hip hop. Pontiac. I fuck with Pontiac niggas. No disrespect to Detroit, but we on some Pontiac shit. So I play Pontiac music. So we riding with Young Money Carlo, new single. You know what I mean? Click Clack with FBG Young, straight out of 63rd and St. Lawrence. FBG Young, hot new artist. You know what I'm saying? FBG Cash, brother. Let's get it.
Roll heavy, fold old deli. Hold they arm and ready. Put sauce on like spaghetti. You won't catch me at no telly. Got a young hoe like his belly. I hope they don't test me. We wet them like a jet ski. I think my stove ready. Junkies getting they nose ready. Real dope, no fatty. White girl think she Becky. I'm tryna whip it to a present. It hit different how I'm stepping. They gon' need some time linen. A casket in the revving.
Spin your block in a long sleeve with the windows tinted. I'm in the back. About to turn you pussy niggas to a pack. My work hit, yeah, sock back. Top speed, nigga, top that. Drop top with the top back. Pop that, where your top at. The fastest kill, nigga, clock that. Your location, don't drop that. These niggas fake, bring pot back. Send bullets where your back at. Fuck around where your trap at. In the trap, count cash. I might need me some new thumbs. I know you heard that bass from blocks away to make no drums. Them ain't no little legs, we got them AKs, them drums. We catch you where you stayin', that's where you layin', nigga, dumb. They'll kill you and your son, it might cost me by the lawn chair, these niggas fold, boy, I been new niggas hoes.
Roll heavy, fold old deli. Hold they arm and ready. Put sauce on like spaghetti. You won't catch me at no telly. Got a young hoe like his belly. I hope they don't test me. We wet them like a jet ski. I think my stove ready. Junkies getting they nose ready. Real dope, no fatty. White girl think she Becky. I'm tryna whip it to a present. It hit different how I'm stepping. They gon' need some time linen. A casket in the revving.
Young Money Carlo. What's up, Nikki, baby?
Oh, Nikki, baby, here. Hey, Nikki, what's happening? What's
Nikki?
Gorgeous, beautiful queen. Proverbs 31 wife. I'm covering you in the blood of Jesus, baby. I know you're gonna be somebody's wife. I know you're gonna be somebody's wife. Listen, baby. I'm gonna be there with the linen suit on. I'm gonna be there with the linen suit on and loafers. Just make sure the mac and cheese is good, baby. That's all I'm asking. Make sure the mac and cheese is good. What they do?
Yeah, so I think we already know. She didn't cover me. Nikki baby, trying to get ready for the show. You over here trolling. Hey, you say you gonna be right back? I'll be back, y'all. Okay. Hey, y'all. I ain't got time for Nikki baby. So Jordan, go ahead, do your thing.
All right, so y'all know what today is. Y'all know what the month is. It's officially starts our Black History Month. You know, it comes in once in a year, and we just want to talk about start of the day off with you guys. Talk about Black History Month, the importance of Black History Month. You know how it, how we celebrate the diversity of it. How does we comes in we unite. We are united. How we are united as us, as one of us. That how we talk about history, from the past, present, out to the future. It takes us beyond the history books about think about Black history. And also help us to understand the importance of our story of Black history. That goes for hundreds and hundreds of years. So, but yeah, I think it's this would be a great fresh start. February 1st. You can talk about the importance, the history, whatever y'all want to talk about. Also in the comment, if y'all got something to say about Black history, go ahead. But I'm gonna pass it to you fellas. What y'all think about Black history? How is it important to you? Y'all can just let it go.
I want to just make a statement. I want this to be clear. We're talking about Black American history.
Exactly.
Let's get something straight, because a lot of people want to play semantics. I want to be serious here. Black American history, FBA, ADOS, whatever my brothers identify, foundational Black American, their contributions and what they did to the world. James Baldwin, Duke Ellington, Maya Angelou, Jesse Owens. We can keep going. Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, David Abernathy, and what's the dude named Harriet Tubman. We talking about foundational Black Americans. And not to go into this, and I get just me being a kid growing up in Miami, and me coming from a different background. In the household, there's no Black history for us. We just have history of Haiti. So me embracing history of my fellow brothers and sisters taught me a lot and appreciation of being Black. Because the thing about Black history is the Black history for me is just the fighting to be accepted as a human being and to be able to acknowledge the contributions they have. A lot of stuff that Black people has done has affected the world worldwide, and Black Americans has not been paid 1 cent for it. I'll comment. I elaborate on that later. I'll get into that.
But for me, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't celebrate Black History Month, and I can tell you why. Because number one, we have no culture. I think Black History Month is a waste of time, because at the end of the day, all Black women being shot is gonna be deleted tonight. A Black man is gonna be deleted tonight. A Black woman gonna be raped tonight. A Black man ain't gonna find where he's at. So what are we doing here? So remember back in the days, Black History Month had some form of meaning when we had some form of dignity and also some form of respect for one another. Today we have no respect. We just did a reaction video not too long ago, and also a live on Tyrese Nichols, who just got beat down by 5 police officers, which was Black, before Black History Month. So what are we doing here? Are we going to continue to celebrate Black History Month and walk around the street wearing I forgot what they call them, those outfits, and be like, oh yeah, Martin Luther King free us, or Harriet Tubman free the slaves, and Marcus Garvey tell us to have pro-blackness, but yeah, we don't have respect for one another. We're gonna go in tonight. Go ahead.
We're gonna go. We definitely is. We're gonna go in tonight.
We definitely go in tonight. For me, I as a little kid, as my mom inflicted to me, my grandmother is always, like I said, for me, I enjoy Black History Month. I think about, even though we're in crazy times, like what Ronnie was saying, I always think about during like the past, hundreds of years, or how, African Americans, put what they need to put in. Put what they need to put in to grind of put their name out there, for having that respect of what we did in the past and also in the present. But the thing is, it's like I feel like Black history now is, I guess we see it, and it's just it's a little bit different as we did in the past. And what I mean by that is that how our generation is seeing the Black history. We're not following what our counterparts did in the past of trying to push it forward. And to look at that, we need to really look at here like Black history, like, hey, it's like, this is a month, I would say, something that we need to embrace in, something that we need to, see what we did in our past and what were we doing in our present. What was showing us is the people that were doing in our past and what they brought us, what they stuff that instilled to us, and if they were still alive, would they be happy today? Would they see the success of Black history? I don't think so. So I believe Black history, how Black history should be looked at is how, looking to our past, how, African Americans, all the way back to slavery is to now is how, how we make improvements to do better in our Black community. Right now, we're not doing so well. And I believe, people in our generation, especially our young generation, 30 years down, really need to look at the history of our Black culture. Like, hey, what did the people out there in our past, what did people that did to the past, and how are we now passing it forward? How we looking at it today, we're not passing it forward. So we need to find a way to look at our Black history and see how we can improve our Black history. But yeah, I love Black History Month. I like to celebrate, people did for our past. But the thing is it's not looking that way as a present, and the future is looking cloudy right now. But hopefully, it's going to take a lot of work, not just for me, but for everybody in the Black community, which it's not looking good right now, in order to get back what we need to get to.
You know what the funny thing is, growing up, I remember growing up when we used to do like stories on Black History Month. It would like pick a guy like George Washington Carver, Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. They don't do that anymore. Now students are going to school and they picking rappers, entertainers. Forget the days of old. They talking about the days of now. And these are the same people that influence the Black community each and every day. And that's why our people continue to be impoverished. This is why our community continue to get raped. This is why our community continue to be distant. Because the information that they was giving us back then, they're not giving us that anymore. They have changed the whole school curriculum to something totally different. Go ahead, Akin.
Brother, can I tell you something? You are saying something so pivotal. And I want to play devil's advocate here because I'm going to have to agree with you 50%. A lot of us don't celebrate Black History Month. A lot of us disrespect the elders here. You know how we disrespect the elders? Do you remember O'Shea Jew Jackson did a take on how they took Martin Luther King picture, threw golds in his mouth, and
yeah, I saw that.
And somebody who fought and actually died, got beaten, suffocated, and shot. He was even disrespected. So yes, we are our own worst enemies. Mm-hmm. Now, with that being said, I gotta agree with my brother Ronnie on that. We are our own worst enemy, and I want to say this to the Black Americans. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. And I align with y'all due to the fact that you allowed me to come in your community. You allowed me to sleep with your women.
Why you say it like that? That was funny, though. That was funny. Go ahead.
So, yeah. You allowed us. You allowed us to marry into your families. You took us in. You even embrace our cultures. But here's the stuff I want to ask with y'all. Y'all so great. Why can't y'all be on code? That's the point. Black history is a code. And the people who was back then in his history that let me know when we start to go down the list, Maya Angelou, and what's the lady name that's here from Florida? She was the writer.
Betty White. Betty Wright.
Damn. She wrote Their Eyes Are Watching God. She wrote that book.
Oprah
did a movie. Yeah. Zia Neale Hurston.
There you go.
Zia Neale Hurston, Duke Ellington, Sammy Davis. I'm talking about they was on code back then because they was being oppressed. We're being oppressed now, and we're not on code. Now, I also want to touch on this, and I'm gonna pass it in. Ronnie said something pivotal that let us know that we really don't celebrate Black history because our women are being attacked here, and our women has very much influenced Black history than anything. Their contributions have not been acknowledged as well.
Yeah.
We rarely ever talk about a woman's contribution in Black History Month, but very tidbits. They might mention a certain few: Maya Angelou, Neale Hurston, Madam C.J. Walker. There was thousands of other people who did other things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, this generation have now shunned the days of old. That's why I say when they talk about civil rights movement, all the things that the Black people, the Black activists at that time has done, they focus more on what's going on today. Today, there's a lot of police killing, deleting young Black men. Women are being, which is serious. Black women are now on a high alert on sex trafficking. Black women are being deleted on a high number in Philadelphia. Black men today are more incarcerated than they have been before even the crime bill ever started. Black men is now going to prison on a high scale because the number one thing, child support. So it's okay, what are we celebrating for? So to me, that was I don't celebrate it. I feel like it's a waste of time. Go ahead, Akin.
No, I was gonna say this. Do you feel like for Black History Month, do you feel like it should have ever been a month for Black History, Ronnie?
No, Black History, it shouldn't even be a month. Black History should already be Black History. It's already be in you.
I can't.
I was gonna say this, but do you feel like for this we only have a special we only have this month but another race like the Asians or white, they don't have a month like that. Do you feel like specifically if we should have it to other races should have like their own month or just Black History Month or something like that? If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think we should of course I think we should celebrate by the end of the day. Like, why pick out February? Why can't we do like another month? Why it's got to be specifically on February? And not only that, but people don't understand, this month is also the G month as well. Do your research. It's not only just Black History Month, it's the G month as well, if you get my drift. So it's not really celebrating Black history because in this month, we also have other people that's doing stuff as well. So Black don't really have their own separate day. Now they did give us June 5th. Was June 13th or June 5th? I'm not mistaken. But even then, they say something also going on that day as well. June 13th, there's something else is going on as well. So Black really don't, we're not really respected.
I'm gonna have to.
No, I like Ronnie said some stuff. I'm like, it kind of opened up in a different path. Like, oh, okay, because it definitely opened my eye to another breath of Ronnie sounds like, oh, okay, because I kind of get what Ronnie's saying as well. I get that because there's sometimes like I used to think like that as well. It's like, why is this? Why is that? Go ahead, Hakeem. You gonna say something?
No, yeah.
For example, I want to say something. Like for example, like they say the Council Month. And the Council Month, what everybody doing? The NFL's winning the Council Bowl. They got the council flag. Like everybody's in council. Everybody wearing the outfit, pink shirt with the council on it. It's a highly respected month. And they say you can't disrespect somebody that got cancer now. You disrespect them, you might get filed on. Well, Black History Month, nobody cares. But go ahead, I can't.
And again, Ronnie, you said something real strong here that we need to talk about. And I want to mention the people that we know not to play with, we know not to say their name. They celebrate their culture year round. We celebrate American culture year round.
Facts. Yep.
There's no American Culture Month. There's no American Culture Month. American culture is year round. And I said to myself, Black Americans have made pivotal points throughout history every single day of our lives for the last 400 years. Why 1 month? When there's something that happened in December, something that happened in November, something that happened in March. So Ronnie Do has a point when he say, why do I celebrate 1 month when I could celebrate the whole year? You know what I'm saying? He has a real big point. And as us being older, growing up in an American school system, let's be honest too, in one of the worstest neighborhoods where the curriculum was not that best, they teach us and spoon-fed us history. Here's the thing. Most of the history, I'm about to make you something, I'm about to make y'all laugh. Thanks to Mark Zuckerberg and thanks to the Chinese with TikTok, I've learned more about Black History Month, more about Black history on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok than I ever did in school.
Hey, Hakeem, you're not wrong about that. You're right about that.
He's right.
And I'm going to add some clarity to that. We have so much information now on the internet that we ever had before.
Preach, Jordan. Preach.
And so it shouldn't make no sense of why we shouldn't know Black history if we got the information right there.
There's YouTube channels that'll tell you history date for date on what goes on. There's a white guy who, and listen, white guys doing it too. There was a white guy who was talking about somebody named Robert Small who fooled the Confederate and who was a master ship salesman and who was Black, who escaped out of slavery. Robert Small. And I'm talking about, I didn't know who this was. They never mentioned him in the history books. We know about the core two people: Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Maya Angelou. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Maya Angelou, and maybe James Baldwin, and maybe Duke Ellington, and stuff like that. The soft targets. We shall overcome. Kumbaya. They rarely ever talked about Nat Turner. They rarely ever talked about the other 20 other slave rebellions that happened even then. People think that people wasn't fighting their freedom. People was fighting their freedom every day. Some of this stuff just ain't even documented. We ain't going to talk about Louisiana now. The boys over there was fighting for freedom every day.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I'm trying to say? So when we talking about the importance of Black History Month, we're talking about the importance of you. We're talking about the importance of you. You're not going to go nowhere if you don't know where you come from.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
Listen.
Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
No, listen. I learned to be a better Haitian when I learned my history. I learned to be a better Black man in America when I learned the history of my brothers who I'm with every day. My nephews have Black American. My nieces have Black American. My sister-in-law didn't. How am I going to be able to interact with them if I don't understand their struggle? If I don't understand what systematic racism is, if I don't understand what systematic oppression is, redlining and all this other stuff, or the concept of doing for self, learning about Elijah Muhammad and all these other people, Noble Jew Ali, I could keep going.
Like, think about Hakeem and Jordan. Are they doing any festivals? Everybody getting ready for the Super Bowl next week.
Yeah.
And not only that, they put Black History Month on a shorter month of the year. On a shorter month of the year.
I thought about the NBA All-Star game is in 2 weeks. It's a week after that.
The NBA All-Star game in 2 weeks. So they not even focused on what's really going on here. That was it's a waste of time. It is a waste of time. Now, back then, when we was growing up as kids, Black History Month means something. We had events. There was books. There was like food. There was gathering. This time, you got the Super Bowl. You got the All-Star Weekend. You got the G celebration coming up. And like that, you got other events going on. People ain't care about no Black History Month.
Yeah, that's true, Ronnie. Because I'm looking for other than that's one of them I'm going to, which is that Tariq Nasheed History Museum gathering that I'm trying to go to. I'm looking at other stuff like on Eventbrite. There's really nothing right now.
You got a point.
I mean, other than we have Black on the Block Festival and then the Black Fleet Market, which happens every other month. Yeah, that's something. Yeah,
it's crazy.
And brother, let me tell you something. And let me tell you what separates us from a lot of other people. We chose to do a topic like this. A lot of our counterparts ain't gonna do this because you want to know why. For them, it doesn't get enough CPMs. We care about being Black. We really are Pan-Africanists. We really are supporting of the movement of trying to do something better. Because you want to know why we're not always here for the controversy. We're trying to uplift the peoples from the, and the only way you can do that is with education.
Yeah.
Only thing you can do that with education. And I want to give you one key point. You want to know what Black history has done for me? It taught me that I could dream a little bit more. It taught me that I could be more than what I can. Because let me tell you something, to be honest with you. When you hear about slavery and you hear about people working in the fields, all you think about, I might as well just go to the warehouse and just go slink some of these pallets and win Dixie. That's all we can do. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm hearing about doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, people who started boat companies, cars, they made cars, I say, shit, I could do it too. You know what I mean? And it's all and we talked about this behind this. It's all about dreaming. Oh, how you doing, Savannah?
Hey, Savannah, welcome.
Welcome, Savannah. Thank you for joining us. We're talking about Black History Month, and we're talking about the importance of it. And we want to make this clear, Savannah. We're talking about Black Americans. We're talking about Black Americans. Because I don't want to be decisive, and you know, a lot of people would like to mess the words around. We trying to appreciate the contributions of foundational Black Americans, descendants of American slaves. You feel me? These people who was brought here, and let's be something. I'm gonna say something real controversial. Some of y'all was already here. Some of y'all was already here. They found y'all here. And they just rounded y'all up with the rest of the niggas. I'm gonna just say, like, because I read too. Some of y'all was already here, and they called y'all, and some of y'all was already here. They called y'all niggas, but y'all was Native American. This is your land.
Yeah, she's right. This is our land. This is her land. But the problem is, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is what we have in society. I think we have to realize one thing: get rid of this month. That's number one. Get rid of this month. Get rid of this month. Really embrace the culture for what it is. We're Black in America, so at the end of the day, we are American. There's a lot of things in America that value Black people have within that. I would say I respect a lot of people like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Those people really are Elijah Muhammad. I gotta give respect to his name.
Oh my God,
Marcus Garvey. Those people, their mind, even though they was in America, even though they had a certain mindset, they used America for what America was for. And we have to do the same thing too. But the one thing about these men that's already left this earth, one thing they taught us that we have to respect each other. This month here, this Black History Month right here, we don't respect each other, Hakeem. Right now, somebody's on a panel right now calling another Black man a nigger. Right now.
Facts.
right now.
You know why? Because we appreciate entertainment more than respect it. Than we appreciate respect.
Preach. Hallelujah.
And so it's sometimes we need to try to shift that because it's a lot more entertainment from fighting, cussing. You know, that's how that's. Yeah, Ronnie's right, man. That's a sense of what we see as entertainment. It's degrading each other.
Think about it, Jordan. Right now, we disrespect our black women on a higher scale. Right now, we disrespect our black women. Now, the black women could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. Not all of them are perfect. Some of them are all reckless. I'm not gonna lie. Some of them are reckless. But right now, a man is disrespecting the black woman right now. On this month, the first day, and we day number 1.
That is true. But I'm gonna make y'all laugh. We can go pull up to a random person on the street and ask him who Elijah Muhammad is or Martin Luther King.
Hey! I'll tell you this, Hakeem. If we ever get monetized and we get the money to do it, you can send me out on Miami Beach or these LA streets, and I'll say, "Hey, I'm going Black History Month the first day," and I'll walk up and say, "Hey, hello, how are you? What's your name? You know what this month is?" Basically. Okay, name me a couple people.
Think about it. Like someone like go ahead, Ronnie. Like someone like this is why you know the generation messed up. Like someone like Elijah Muhammad who did something good in the NOI. They calling him right now a pedophile. That's one.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King, they say the same thing. Martin Luther King cheating on his wife. That's another one. Malcolm X, he's not really black because Malcolm X his mother was white. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no respect for the culture, man.
Yeah, to nerve to disrespect. Well, y'all remember the reaction that one chick who disrespected Martin Luther King on her podcast? That was cringy to me.
No respect.
That was no respect from the for the people that did what need to be done in order to have our future great, but it's not looking like that.
Brothers,
it's crazy, man.
It's so crazy, but it's crazy. Listen, I mentioned that because I was with a little kid the other day, and I asked him, "Hey, you know who Martin Luther King is?" It says right over here on 62nd.
Oh.
I was like, Lord Jesus, but it's true. Care about it. Listen, Zara B was good, baby.
Zara B was happening, sweetheart.
It was good, baby. So we like the way. This is why the 80s and the 90s were a little bit different because we were the last generation where Black history and being black and the information of being black was very focused on us. This is why a lot of us will start talking about things. I can mention names here now due to the fact that I grew up in that era where I had to learn about being black and being the introduction of Benjamin Banneker. Like some names some niggas can't even spell. You know what I'm trying to say? Certain things that we know. George Washington Carver, Booker T. Washington, the guy who started Grambling State. He was the tutelage of Booker T. Washington. It's a bunch of people. People just think it's a bunch of people who've done multiple things, and there's still piles of information that hasn't been decoded. In this, you know what I'm trying to say? We only know the core niggas that we know. So when Ronnie said that, why should we even celebrate a month when Black history is an everyday thing? Being black is a 24-hour job.
Yes it is. Yes it is. Yes, sir.
You're on call. Listen, you're per diem. You can't never stop this. You got to be on goal. You got to watch your background. You got to make sure, like being black is an everyday job.
Yes, it is.
Being a black woman is an everyday job because y'all more susceptible to a lot of stuff. We understand that. And brothers, ladies, there's a video that's going to be on our channel that we covered about brothers in Detroit who's taking a step further on being black by protecting black women.
There you go.
If y'all ever get a chance, Zara and Savannah, the video will come out, and it shows that there still are black men who still want to protect being black. This is why, no disrespect to anybody else, that I can't see myself no other than a black woman. Can't. I can't even talk about Black History Month with you if you can't understand the struggle. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I mean? I can't. You know what I mean? When we start talking about why you perm your hair and put weave in your hair, you just put that hot comb. I say, that's Madam C.J. Walker, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's Madam C.J. Walker. Or you know what I mean? Shampoo and all this stuff on George Washington Carver.
Want to change your hair to be blonde because you show shame of your black hair, because those are stuff that they're not training the little one, the little kid.
No, definitely. Zara B, that's at the gas station.
Yeah, the gas station. Yeah. Beautiful. See, stuff like that should be highly promoted within the community. Of course, we did a reaction to it. It's going to drop. But that's the image that we need to see on this month. Image like that.
Yes.
A man protecting the black woman. A black woman respecting the black man.
Yeah.
A black child respecting their elders. When you see stuff like that, and you be like, okay, this month has meaning. But yeah, you have students, black students being a black teacher.
Woo! Oh my God. Pulling a 70-year-old woman wig hair back.
Correct. You had a 6-year-old black child brought a gun to school and shot a teacher. What are we celebrating for? Everything Martin Luther King fought for, Malcolm X, Elijah Muhammad, Marcus Garvey, it literally went all the way down the drain. We don't respect each other.
They just say they turned over in their grave right now.
Basically.
Correct. Waste of time. It's a laughable moment. It's just Harriet Tubman, laughable moment. And I think, I don't know who said it, but somebody was saying, they said it was just better off to let the black people have slaves. I forgot who said it. Oh, I forgot who said that. It was a content creator. He said, I think it was better off to leave black people as slaves, because these black people as slaves understood the meaning of life.
Damn, bro. Damn, he's in his bag right now.
No. No, because the thing is, Hakeem, we on this panel, we go black on a certain aspect of pro-blackness. But Hakeem, you schooled me in the game when it came to blackness, because I was someone, I ain't gonna lie, I used to hate black people. I'm not gonna lie, I used to hate black people because of the aspect, because I'm Haitian, I'm Haitian descent, I'm Haitian.
Yeah.
Like Hakeem, I'm Haitian. So black people, I realized black people was always the one picking on the Haitians. You know what I'm saying? Jordan, you said too, but you from Miami. So you said too, like you see black people always going in on the Haitian. So Haitian grew up hating black people. But then when I realized that we both are the same, we both go to the same struggle, we both are the same people, then I started realizing, you know what? I got some respect. Then when I started showing respect, because when I started respecting myself and my culture, I started respecting the black culture as well. But it seemed like black Americans don't even respect their culture. It seemed like they spit on it.
Hey, I kind of got a similar story to you in a different way, because back in living in Pontiac, I just tell you this: if I would have stayed in Pontiac, I probably would have married a white girl. Let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
I was in the hood. I was different from everybody else. I was the nerd, the skinny one. And the thing is, like, the women that was out there wasn't quality. I remember one time, I told you guys a couple months out on the episode of, I was talking to this chick in freshman year. I wasn't trying to mess with her or anything. And there was one time we walked to my house and I let her use my bathroom. And my mom saw her and I let her back up. My mom pulled me and said, "Boy, are you messing with that chicken head?" The reason is because, the chick I was talking to, she was kind of, ratchet, but the thing is, she was really, really cool. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say, there wasn't a quality woman I could have looked for in that city. And living in Pontiac, it's a very, very small city, very, very small. Probably, I would say maybe 50 to 80,000 people. 80,000 people live there.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's that small. It's very, very small.
Brother.
So, like I said, it was Pontiac and in the county, it was the poorest city in the county. The poorest city in the county, the school education was low. Poverty was bad. And at the time when I was a teenager, when the recession hit, everything was just falling down from the city. And I knew it's like if I couldn't find, if I was going to stay in Pontiac, I was going to probably put in a white chick. And the thing is, I knew that, and the thing is, my mom kind of knew that, and some of my family members kind of knew that. So once I was like, you know what, let me get out the city, let me go to college, let me, go to hit Miami, and being in Miami, just saw seeing a whole different way. I was seeing not just African Americans, but Jamaicans, Haitians, Caribbeans. Just to see a melting pot of blackness, and that really opened my eyes. So I was like, okay, cool. And then once I kind of met my wife, she's very, very pro-black, and to see how feminine my wife was, because it's like being in Pontiac, you didn't see that a lot, especially for black women. They like to fight, they like to be, ratchet or raunchy, all that type of stuff. And that was my taste. But to see my wife, to see something different, that a black woman is this, instead of what I'm used to seeing back in Pontiac, that kind of really opened my eyes about, okay, all black women are not this type of way. There's different types of, especially not African American women. It's see something different. It's like, okay, it really, opened my eyes. It really okay, cool. Now, you know what? I could definitely see myself with a black woman for a long time. And then once I hit that, it's like, after that, 12, 13 years later, we still hit it.
No, but Jordan, what you saying is the truth. I think Hakeem can relate, because Hakeem is older than both of us, so he can tell you stories about that. Like Haitian people, they literally tell the Haitian man, don't date an African American. You get shunned up. An African American and a Jamaican woman, they be like, do not date it. Do not date them.
100%.
Why not Jamaican woman? What about Jamaican? Why not Jamaican?
Because they seem similar. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Okay. Too. So here's the thing: you wasn't not too far fetched. So you know what area I'm from, right?
Yep.
So
I've been there.
That area is predominantly Hispanic. I want you to listen to me now. Mm-hmm. So imagine in the schools we went to were American schools, but taught by Hispanic teachers. We celebrated Hispanic culture and holidays. We sung Christmas in Spanish at my school. So when you said 9 out of 10 times you was going to end up with a white woman, me and Ronnie, we grew up in an area where we were surrounded by Hispanics. They was pushing for us to marry Hispanic women. I'm not telling you, I'm not sitting here and lying to you right now. Yeah. I'm not sitting here playing games with you. So me and my brother, myself, I didn't get to appreciate black women until I got into high school.
Yep. Me in college.
Until I graduated high school, I was so delusioned that I thought I was Cuban at one point.
Wow.
I'm just keeping it on 100. You go to a Hispanic school, you sing a Hispanic, you're around Hispanic girls all the time. Okay, tu quieres mujeres, she says she love la la. I'm being
well, you did it pretty good.
Yeah.
Wait, listen. Tú eres más bonita que una rosa, señora. De soy acá un ángel. Polo Benito.
Whoa, you ain't kidding, boy. No, that was good.
Yeah, this ain't nothing. Yeah. This is what we ingrained to. So I didn't appreciate, and listen, Queens, you got to understand this. You got to work with us, black brothers. We have been programmed in that we have been programmed to hate ourselves. And only until we get older to other brothers like, nah, brother, listen, I had to get around strong black men. He said, oh, you with that shit? He said, we don't
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to add, Haki, I want to add one more thing of how I couldn't find like a quality black woman. One thing I couldn't, that was another, I want to add one more thing. And one more thing is that I couldn't find somebody that was like my mom or my grandmother. My mom and my grandma, they are one of the most feminine people that I know. And then when I brought my wife in, it just clicked because I could see there's similarities from my wife is to how my mom and my grandmother is, because they are all very feminine. And I am tracking, like I said, and that's me. That's like, you know, that's why I'm kind of attracted to. I'm attracted to women that are, you know, nice, you know, feminine and friendly, you know, black women. Even though there's other women, you know, they can be like that. They might be a little bit masculine, but that's cool. I could talk to them too. But when I was kind of looking for that, I was trying to look for somebody that was kind of like my mom and my grandmother. And that's why it's like, you know, why I'm not gonna find it in Pontiac.
You know, same here. That's what I got, the same concept too, the same mindset too, Jordan. I try to look for someone just like my mother, someone that have that same heart, same soul, and that's a black woman. That's what I'm saying. I don't really, you know, there's beautiful white women, there's beautiful Hispanic women, but my preference is black. You know, I just love the way black women looks. I love the way they carry themselves. It's like the walking universe on the earth. So that's why I respect black women to the highest T, because when you understand the amount of stuff black women face in the world, it's crazy.
Listen, I'm drinking your bath water, baby.
I don't know about the bath water.
Listen. I'm in love with black women so much, I be paying for groceries. Listen, I don't be caring if they got a nigga in the car. Baby, you good? You okay over there, baby? You okay, baby? You need some help? Because you want to know why? I've been affected tremendously by black women when I started to date them, and I see, oh my God, it's like the second coming of Jesus.
It is.
I can sit here and tell you there's certain accomplishments in my life directly affected me by black women. If I speak beans, I can get in trouble, but I don't listen directly. Listen, dark-skinned black woman. I gotta let me preference this. Listen, not saying we don't like the mocha brown, the light caramel, or the butter pecan. I'm not gonna say that. But dark black skinned women, I'm talking about Boombada dark, that nice chocolate dark, has directly affected me to this. One of them helped me took some of my courses and classes. Some of them was helped me taking some of my tests in school, doing my homework. I'm gonna just put it out there. Helped me getting jobs, doing my resume. Shit that women already do for bum ass niggas now.
Hey, that's why I married one. I'm Hakeem.
Preach.
Listen, listen. I wish I had. Listen, if I was married, if I had me marry one right now, I'd probably be rich by now. When we talk about a helpmate, and we need to talk about this in Black history, I wish there was a section about the black women who helped certain men behind the scene, the ones who were behind the, they behind the,
like Coretta. After Martin Luther King stuff, she was still working.
Come on,
Betty,
yes,
you know yes.
They don't talk about the ones that sit like this behind the door, that sit at the desk like this. We don't know. Is she the one right here writing the paperwork?
Yep.
Just go ahead on there, Malcolm. I'll just sit right here and wait for you. Who's not really concerned about the limelight? It's a lot of them like that. The ones who play the background, we don't never hear about. And listen, these are the women who don't get the assets. They don't get the 401ks. These niggas leave them with nothing.
And the thing is, Hakeem, because even though they're in the background, they're okay being in the background because they seeing their man building when they need to build. And that's the definition of helpmate.
Carrying these babies, taking these niggas' last names. and they back here making sure that they nigga image ain't tarnished. You wanna know something? Go ahead. Listen, this gonna be a teachable moment right now.
Teach.
As much we all know about that rumor about Martin Luther King trying to get that white girl, right? We heard about that. Correct.
Yeah, they say it's a rumor. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
And we ain't never heard Coretta bash him in public.
No.
We ain't never heard Coretta bash him in public. Even to after he died, Coretta stand tall. It's a lot. Listen, it's a lot of women in history who men have disrespected, who men have disrespected, has never tarnished, labeled a black man. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. A lot of you niggas who with these white and Hispanic girls, y'all go to jail behind these hoes, and these hoes that make y'all look like the demons. The amount of bullshit we put black women through, some of them don't even say a peep. Sometimes if a woman do have to speak, it's to the extremity that they say. I ain't never listen. I rarely ever hear a black woman put a nigga in jail.
You know why? Because they know the definition of staying in code of that.
Yeah, facts. And that's the issue. And not only that, but those type of men, I kind of get upset at those men because those men, they end up, let's say they in a different race, they go and bash their own race. Oh, the women is this, the women is that, the women is this, and I'm like, okay, dude, you only say that because you dating this particular race, but soon that race treat you wrong, then you try to come on back into the same race you bash. If you're gonna stay over there, stay over there.
That's it.
Don't try to play both sides. Go ahead.
It's like they're trying to find validation, but the thing is, you got to build that. You got to earn that. You got to earn that. You can't just a woman it's not gonna give it to you. You got to earn that.
Yep.
And to earn that, it's like you got to earn that submission. They're just not gonna get submit to you. You got to earn that submission.
It'll be crazy.
And I love the fact Hakeem made a good point. They should talk about the women that also help the men during their careers. They never talk about the women that help the men in their career. That one was beautiful. I think they say that it brings more light into the black woman, how she's very, very beneficial to some of these men's career.
Some of these women who be writing the speeches for these guys, who come up with the ideas, we know there's a lot of things that men do. They probably got it from somewhere, but the person who need to get credit don't get credit for it. And sometimes it's the women they sleeping with.
Yeah.
Not diminishing what the brother has done, but we got to understand that it's an ecosystem here, and we understand that directly affect that the woman plays a big part in this situation. White guys are white guys in American history, because I don't want to say white history, American history. You know, they all the same thing. White women are very documented of what contributions.
That's true.
Documented.
That's true.
And they make sure you know about it. Even the silly stuff. The stuff that don't even make sense, that they let us know that, oh, this lady did this in this day. Okay.
That is true. It is documented.
I heard more about Janet Reno than Mary McLeod Bethune.
Yeah. Facts. And not only that, but you know later, like I forgot the name of that restaurant. It's a well-known restaurant. It's in Martin Luther King Boulevard in Atlanta. They have on a wall. They have the owner who created that restaurant in the 40s, 1940s. But in behind the scenes, you see nothing but black women in the kitchen cooking, giving him recipes, teaching him the game. It was like, wow, like a historical moment. And that is what when I went to that restaurant, I was like, why is this not being promoted? Why is this not being nothing? I was thinking that to myself, never being promoted.
Tell me.
Yeah, listen, it's a lot of these restaurants should be promoted, but we just don't do it like that.
Listen, there should be a Martin Luther King burger.
Yeah.
A Malcolm X salad. Mary McLeod Bethune chicken salad.
Well, it's a burger called
Crispy.
vegan.
Crispy.
Thank you.
What's called what it's called? What pink sauce?
Pink sauce, yeah.
Well, it was created by a black woman, so yeah, pink sauce.
Well, listen, why don't we have Madam C.J. Walker hair gel? Madam C.J. Walker shampoo. Where did Madam C.J. Walker shampoo?
Well, remember they had Aunt Mama. Remember the syrup, and now they want that taken off. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, she was a slave.
Everyone's supposed to get It's not gonna happen. But remember they were talking about get Harry Tubman on the $20 bill.
Oh yeah, no, that
ain't never gonna happen. That was talking about it dead, but exactly.
That was it. Get rid of this month, man. Get rid of the month, and let's make it a yearly thing. Make it an actual culture. When you make it an actual culture, then people gonna respect you more. If we just make it for 1 month, then after Martin Luther King, not Martin Luther King, after Black History Month, everybody was like, okay, back to normal again. Make it a stable month.
You know what day that we celebrate a lot, and I look at it as Black History, and we probably celebrate this day out of any other days from Black History, Juneteenth, and Labor Day is Memorial Day.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We eat it, we cook it.
That's probably the one day that Black people we just celebrate. That's our day. That's probably the one day we celebrate Memorial Day.
Facts. Everybody's at the beach. Everybody doing
barbecuing.
We backwards, man.
Oh,
yeah.
We backwards.
When I was saw my first Memorial Day in Miami, now that is a Memorial Day. Yeah, that was crazy. That shut everything down. I'm like, oh my gosh. I was telling my parents and my friends, like, yo, y'all ain't spending Memorial Day in Michigan. Y'all ain't spending nothing like this in Miami, yo, because y'all shut it down. I'll give y'all that. Y'all shut it down.
Miami Memorial Day is like freaking. And now that you see all the Black people out having a good time. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, it's like the whole city is shut down there, yo. It's crazy, yo. But I loved it. That's
the only way. No, but you're right. You're right, Jordan. I'm thinking about it now. You are right, dude. You're right, 110%. But the only way we'll change is when we start respecting ourselves and really respecting the culture for what it is and what it has done for us. And and my final take of the whole situation, like I said, I'm staying firm on that. Get rid of the month and make it a yearly thing, and make sure that when we in the culture, stay in that culture and respect one another. That's my take on it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you 100%, yo. We need more. Hey, I think we need a lot more festivals for Black people from different cities. Because I see a lot of it here in LA, but I think we need more of that of seeing Black culture in there. Make sure we're promoting it, word of mouth, YouTube, Instagram, all that type of stuff. We just need to keep on pushing on that. If we do that, we can see some improvements on that. That's my final take.
Brothers, I say I love being Black. I love Black people. I love Black Americans. I love Black women. I love Black shoes. I love Black lawyers. I love Black doctors. Black on Black rims. Black on Black sneakers. Black everything. And that's what all I got to say on that.
And this is why it's so important to have conversations like these. See, these type of conversation, you're not gonna have everybody in the chat. It's too deep. These type of we understand that. People, like I keep saying, our culture is so misguided. We like the drama, we like anything that's form of entertainment, but anything that deals with the culture itself, people scatter.
Yeah.
We are aware. Shout out to Erica too. Erica, we see you, sweetheart. We see you on the IG.
We see you on Instagram, Erica.
We waiting for you to come back.
Waiting for you to come back.
DL, because she on the IG, so I'm saying a DL. So that That's the issue we're always facing. So this is why it's so important to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right-hand side, and members to click all. Yeah, we see you too. It's easy on the Instagram. We see you too. So remember to click all. We do go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Erica, we miss you, sweetheart. Man, come back. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
Hey, Erica, where you at now? Dubai? Are you at Dubai? Or are you in Costa Rica this year?
She in Dubai. With that terror band on. Make sure you go to the temple. So make sure make sure we go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Thank you for tuning in KI Culture Radio. Enjoy your Black History Month, folks. Peace. We over and out. Oh, wait, I don't know you're gonna play music. We over and out. We listen to some music. Peace.
They be real low. Blowout sale, everything gotta go. You know that I be slapping when I'm back on. I put that on everything. I put that on everything. I got pure cocaine. I put that on everything. I put that on everything. I got pure cocaine. I put that on everything. I put that on everything. I got pure cocaine. I put that on everything. I put that on everything. I got pure cocaine.
I just caught a vibe on the beat. I went there and shorty been lying to me. Maneuvering, knocking, I die in the streets. I'm only 18 niggas plotting on me. So I keep a rocket on me. I up in the pop, you watching my tees. My brody told me they ain't rocking with me. 30 shots in the block if I see a thing. Down on my knees, I was hopeless. It was like last year, niggas know it. I want red seats in a Rover. In the penthouse by the ocean. I got big dreams, niggas glowing. I got big green brick locust. Just hit a nigga bitch in the focus. Ayy, damn. These niggas switching up on me, but I'm getting rich like I'm homie. Tryna catch a whip from my brody. Big twin got flicked in the stoley. Lil' bitch been fucking with the brody. I got a new bitch out of Oakland. She suck good dick in a row. Yeah.
I put that on everything. I put that on everything.
Facts.
That on everything. I got pure Black history.
I put that on everything.
I put that on everything. I got pure Black history. We out.
We out.